Hey, this is William H., Adventure Dog from the Bear Bull Traders community. We wanted to put together a series of videos on risk management. There are many areas of risk management, some we think of all the time, like stop losses and share sizing, and some we only learn about after we lose money. A couple months ago here in Los Angeles, we had a huge storm and my power went out while trading. Lucky for me, I have a plan in place for this, because 2 years ago when my power went out for the first time while trading, I didn't have a plan, and I lost a few $100s like that. Another member in our chat had a power issue recently, and it was his first outage. He didn't know what to do, and it took him 10 to 15 minutes to figure out, and by the time all was said and done, he lost a couple $100s. We know things like this will happen again to members in our community, and honestly, we just want to help. So we decided to make a short video on risk mitigation about when any of the components we use to trade have a failure. What do you do? All right, so we have 4 components that most of us use to trade. I use DOS IB, so this will be about those 2 platforms, but if you use anything else, just apply it to yours. So we have our trading platform, and most of us need a computer to run that platform, and our computers need access to the internet, and both the computer and the internet need access to power for them to work. So what do we do if any of these 4 fail? We don't want to have to figure it out in the moment because every second we could be losing money. So we want to have practices, know exactly what to do, and do it in a heartbeat if any fail. Okay, so DOS. If DOS fails, what are my options? I can go directly to my broker, Interactive Broker, and they have 2 platforms that I could trade on. They have a computer-based platform to download and a web-based one. So I can go to the web-based platform, and I know how to use this. I can jump on, log into Interactive Brokers, get right to this order management screen, and I can close positions. I wouldn't trade on this. I would just close my positions, okay? Now, what I would actually trade on would be their trader workstation. This I know how to use, and I recommend having a backup platform to actually trade with for people to know how to use it in case your main platform goes out. But if you just want to learn to close positions on your secondary platform, in Interactive Brokers, you can go to Account, Close All Positions, 100%. Make sure Market is the order type, and if you hit OK, it's going to close all your long and short positions just like that, and bam, you've mitigated your risk, you've got out of your trade. Great job. Okay. Now, what if you don't want to learn how to use your broker platforms like that? We can use our smartphones. Our smartphones have a lot of different ways to help us, okay? So first of all, I've got both the DOS Trader app and the Interactive Broker app on my platform, and I've logged into both of them. I'm familiar with the keys. I know how to get out of positions. I would never trade on this. I would just, again, close my positions very, very quickly. Okay, so we also can use our brokers to... we can actually call our brokers, okay? If we call them on the phone, they will instantly close positions, okay? So in my phone, I've got the Interactive Brokers phone number and the DOS Trader phone number. You may or may not want to put your account number in here in the notes, because when you call them up, the first thing they're going to ask is for your account number. And if your computer is closed, or usually look at your account number through DOS, and both of those aren't working, you need to know your account number. So think about writing it down, and you can call them up. They can instantly close positions for you. Now, just in case my phone ever died when I needed it, I have a note card with my DOS and Interactive Broker phone numbers on it as well. My account number is on the back. Again, so when they ask it for me, I can flip it right open. I don't have to fumble around thinking about it. It's right there on the back of this note card. Again, close out your positions instantly. I'm not going to look to add more positions. I'm just going to close out all my positions, and they can do that in an emergency situation. Okay. If your computer goes out, you do the same things. You can get your broker app. You can get your DOS app. You can call them up. All of those things you can do very, very quickly, okay? Now, what if your internet goes out? So one legit trader I know, they've got two internet connections. So in case one goes out, they have a backup so they can always continue to trade. But for the rest of us who probably won't do that, even though it's really not that expensive per month, maybe $30 to $50 per extra per month, we can use just our hotspot. we can jump on our phone, enable the hotspot, get the internet connection right away, and then continue trading or close our positions. Be very careful. It might be spotty. It might not be very strong. So it might just be a good idea to close positions rather than to try to continue trading, because there might be issues with the hotspot. Okay, now what if the power goes out? We're in a storm. You hit your power cord. You can't figure out how to do it on, or just your whole house just like, it just dies. Everything goes out. Well, you can get something called an uninterruptible power supply, okay? Go to Amazon.com if you haven't heard of them. They're UPSs, and basically they're backup little generators that can power whatever you need to. Your internet connection, your computer, for a period of time so you can continue trading, okay? Each of them will last different amount of time, and everything takes different amount of energy, so you have to be very aware of how long you can use them for. And so now you have the plan in place, and this plan won't be good unless you practice it, because if you just know the plan but have never performed it, when the first time it happens, when you get your outage and you have to figure out what to do, you're still going to be stressed. You're still going to be fumbling around trying to figure out exactly what to do. So simulate it. Be trading on DOS, maybe in the simulator account. Say, oh no, my DOS stopped working. What do I do? And then close the positions on your broker. Go to your smartphone, close the position on the app, close the position. Call them up one time and just say, hey, I'm just practicing this. How fast can you close the position for me? And they can talk you through exactly what happens, okay? See how your trading works when you enable your hotspot if your internet goes down, okay? The big one is the uninterruptible power supply. When you've got all that hooked up, unconnect the power cord from your computer, from the wall, your regular power. Unconnect something, turn off the power, and see what happens. Test it. Make sure everything works smoothly. Make sure you know that it will run at least for a couple minutes. Make sure your internet is covered too by the power, okay? Do all those things. Don't do it once or twice. Do it a couple times. It's going to save money. If you guys practice this, know exactly what to do, so the first time it happens in reality, you feel prepared and you know what to do, and you will feel great. Hope everyone learned something there, and have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the chat.